Hello everyone, and welcome back to Old Guy Firewood. If this is your first time here, I really appreciate you stopping by to watch the video. If you're coming back, I appreciate you continuing to watch my videos. If you like this kind of thing, make sure you're subscribed. If you like this video, make sure to push that like button and the little bell icon and share it with your friends. But today in the wood yard, I've got a big dead or partially dead hickory tree that we're going to need to take down. If you go back to one of my earlier videos, I think it was video number 9, talking about 550 XP and the dead oaks got to go. I identified about 3 trees in my on my own property that had to come down, and this hickory was one of them. And it's come time that I need to go ahead and get it down. It's leaning right towards my shop, and I hate to see a windstorm or something come through and have the thing come over and hit my shop. So getting ready to take it down. But today we're going to talk about something that I'm sure all of you have faced at one time or another. If you cut trees down, there's times that you need to get a rope up in the tree and you need to be able to pull it away from the way that it's leaning, so you can make it go the way you want to. Sometimes you can do that with wedges and on your back cut, and if it's not too much of a lean. But if it's a fairly heavy lean, or if it's a situation where it could be dangerous if it does go the wrong way, like this hickory tree is, then you want to get a rope up in the tree and you want to be able to pull it when you cut it. So I'm going to talk a little bit about how we do that today. I'm not going to cut the tree today, but I do have a little bit of time right now to go ahead and get a bull rope up in it and get that set. And on my next video, I'm going to go ahead and cut it down. But the question is, how do we get this rope up in that tree? Well, guys, there's a lot of tools that are available to get a rope up in a tree. And the first thing you got to do is get a small line up there somehow that you can use to pull your big rope up. Years ago when I first started cutting trees, I think I took an old adjustable wrench I had and some mason's line or something and threw that thing up there, or tried to throw it up there by hand, and you'd have about 5 or 6 attempts and maybe eventually you'd get it. Or if you were trying to get it pretty high in the tree, it was almost impossible. There are tools that professional arborists use. One's a big old slingshot type mechanism where they throw their throw bag up, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. And if you don't have one of these, and if you put ropes up in a tree often, it's something you really ought to look into. This is a throw bag, and I think this is, I don't know, maybe a 12 ounce. And then this is a throw bag line that's designed to be used with this. And this stuff, although it's light and it's pretty thin, it is really tough. I've had this stuff up in a tree and pulling a big rope up, and it'll get caught in a crotch or whatever, and I'll finally give up and say I'll just pull it and break it, and it'll come down. It stays together, and it'll get through that stuff. But you know, a lot of guys will do a pendulum type motion and throw it and try to get it up in the crotch where they're trying to get it. And I've done that many a time, but again, it's you can waste a lot of time trying to do that. And if you're trying to get it up high in the tree like we are with this one, it's about impossible to throw it up there by hand. So what I did a couple years ago is I built an air gun that I can use to shoot that throw bag up into the tree. And I think every time I've tried it, I've got it on the first shot. So we're going to use this air gun today, and I'll show you a little bit about it. It's made out of 1.5 inch Schedule 40 PVC pipe, and there's really not a whole lot to it. It's 2 pieces of pipe, some fittings. I have an air gauge on here and a Schrader valve where you fill the air into the air chamber here. And initially I had just a brass ball valve here with a handle. The only problem was it it was a quarter turn handle, and to shoot the gun after you pressurized it and put the bag in the tube, you had to pull it really quickly, because if you don't, the air will leak out and it's not effective. So you had to pull it really quickly, and what would happen lots of times is you jerk the gun when you pulled that, and it just wasn't quite as effective. So I looked online, and the guys who had built these things, and they actually showed how they could use a sprinkler system valve from a lawn irrigation system and a little air blowgun to make a trigger mechanism, which is what I did. There's several videos out there on YouTube on how to do this. If it's something that you think you'd like to see me do a video on, leave a comment down below, and maybe I'll do that. I'll can make a list of the parts and kind of go through the build. But this is what we're going to use today. So let me get my air tank out, which is what I use to pressurize this, and we'll see if we can get that throw bag up where we want it, and then go ahead and attach that line to the bull rope and pull it up and get it attached so that we're ready to pull that tree. Now, one of the keys to setting a rope in a tree and being able to pull it effectively in the direction that you want it to go is to get the rope as high as you can. Now, this tree that we're working on today is about that's at least 80 feet, maybe a little bit taller. And as you can see, it's dying over there on the left, and the right is pretty weak. The leaves just never came out good this year. But what we're going to do, and looking at crotches or points, branches that we might be able to get a rope over, there's a crotch right there, but that's only up about, I don't know, maybe 25 feet. And there's another one there, which wouldn't be a bad place to pull from, but there's still a lot of weight of that tree up above that. So as I walk around this tree a little bit, the lean is directly towards where I'm standing. And looking at a good crotch to get a rope in, this branch right here is basically the direction we want to go. So I think we're gonna try to get a rope right up in this crotch right here. Okay, now loading the throw bag into the air gun is pretty simple. Simply put it in, and you want to put the string side down, and this throw bag fits just pretty snug in that 1.5 inch PVC. And you can take a broom handle or a shovel handle, or I've got a little bit of electrical conduit here, and push it all the way down in there until it bottoms. And then we're going to take our air tank, and we're going to go ahead and charge the air chamber. For as far as I'm shooting this one up, I'll probably go about, maybe 60 pounds. And I only know that from doing it before. Okay, we're right at 60 pounds there, and I'm going to get in position here, take an aim for that crotch, and we'll see how it goes. All right, let's see if we can get this throw bag up there where we want it. First shot. All right, our throw line is up in the tree. Here's the bag on the other side of the tree. Now we'll go ahead and attach this bull rope to it and see if we can pull it up there and get it up through that notch. Well, it's about 2 hours after I finished this video, and I went in and started to edit it a little bit and realized that the entire last clip was gone. So I figured I'd come out here and kind of recreate it for you. But basically, as you saw, we got the rope up in the tree through the crotch. Got both ends of the rope here now, and all we have to do is tie a running bowline around here and cinch it up, and we'll be ready to put a pull on it and pull it over in this direction when we cut it. So I'm not going to go ahead and do that right now. I'm going to wait until I get ready to cut it, because I expect to do it the next day or so. But with a long weekend coming up, if for some reason we don't get it done, I hate to leave the rope out here. I'll probably go ahead and pull it down. As you can see, it's not that difficult to put it back up there. But at any rate, it's a great way to get a rope up in a tree. The air gun is super, a lot of fun, and it was fun to build, and I hope you enjoyed watching it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you come back for the next one when we cut this big old hickory tree down. It's a good, probably close to 24-inch diameter hickory tree. There's going to be a lot of good wood in it. I hope it's not full of some kind of insects. But again, hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a comment down below. I really appreciate your comments. I will answer each and every one of them, and I enjoy reading them. I enjoy seeing what you're thinking about. So thanks again for being here, and as I always say, best advice I can give you is to keep moving, and keep moving until the next one. Hopefully you'll be back for that, and like and subscribe, and again, thanks for being here.